All right. And I think we're live. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying the slew of content that's happening today. This is my third stream for the day already. So very intense. Thanks for the kind words, by the way, Mabsy. I really appreciate it. Oh, jeez, my head's starting to hurt now. Anyway, so with me today, he's not going to go on camera today, unfortunately, but with me we've got Zeptyle. Many of you guys may know him from around the community. He's one of those TFT pros we keep hearing all those things about. Obviously, he hangs out with Frobear a lot in the chat. They're very competitive with each other. From what I understand, they have a pretty even track record, like who's been beating who and so on and so forth. But yeah, no, they both picked up the game really quickly. They know a lot. Zeptyle has also done a lot of Pokemon stuff in the past, which is pretty cool because I've always been a big Pokemon VGC fanboy and all that sort of stuff, so that's pretty epic as well. If you guys could give me a heads up if all the audio works okay, if you want to say a few words for me, Zeptyle, that'd be good. Right?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me. Indeed, Probe and myself are longtime friends. We competed in the same esports team, so definitely a very, very good friend. And about the record, he's usually a little bit slightly better than me, but I plan on solving that with Illuvium.
Jeez. Well, TFT is so luck-based, I wouldn't even trust it, you know?
Yeah, he's just more lucky, right?
Yeah, sure. Don't forget to promote this, guys, in the Discord a little bit for me. I'm not going to do it this time around, but you guys can if you want. The last thing I'll say is when we get into the game, if you guys could just check my game audio and stuff, I usually have it quite low. If you guys want me to bump it up a bit, hit me up. The problem I usually have is it usually gets really loud in my head and I can't hear anything else, including myself thinking. But that's because I'm wearing headphones. I'm very used to speakers and things like that, to put it simply. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, the RNG and TFT is pretty bad, Mabsy, for sure. Okay. I think I have everything set up. Problem is everything's in such disjointed locations. Might minimize this one and put the chat down on this screen. Full screen syndrome. That's what I'm coining. I'm coining it that. Okay, Zeptyle voice is a bit louder than yours. I can fix that. I can definitely fix that. The problem is I've got them coming out at the same location. So I've got to adjust it a bit sneakily. Alright, Zeptyle, if you want to talk for us for a bit and see if that's a little bit better now.
Yeah, so basically, let's talk about how we're going our coaching session. So first, I was planning on letting you play. I take some notes, and that's it. I try to not give my input. Obviously, I answer some questions if you have some specific question right in the moment. But otherwise, just I will try to not interfere too much. I want you to explain your thought process and tell me what you think when you're doing the things. Then we'll get a quick talk on what I think, what you could have made differently, and try to see really if I can explain to you one or two mechanics, one or two concepts in Auto Battlers.
Yeah.
And after that, we try that you make another run, but this time we do it together. Does that sound good for you and the chat?
Yeah. So I'll go through a run effectively on my own, making all my own decisions, and we'll go through a second run, and you'll give me a bit more help with in every way that I suck.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, normally you already got the coaching from a Illuvium technician, so you shouldn't suck too much. I really trust them.
Yeah, honestly, they did help me a lot, and I took a lot of their stuff with me and stuff, but these changes recently, man, I haven't had a lot of time to experiment with it, but I'm back. I feel like I'm back to square one a little bit, so this should be really interesting.
Yeah, it definitely changed the whole game. We all got a hard time. I think we are all still figuring out also how to be successful with these new changes.
Yeah.
Because there's a slight limit between playing around the hyper and grief yourself.
For sure.
And the line is... It's easy to see that... it's not easy to see that line.
Yeah, I believe it. Alright, so the big thing I do want to ask you up front though, the Rangers gear, like we have a decrease in mastery points. I do want to tell the audience, the two big changes in this update, we had decreasing mastery points, I believe. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it went from 150 to 120. And now the Ranger, to effectively, let's just say to max it out, it would cost you about 30. So
we went from 125 to 120, so
okay.
basically we lost 35 in total.
Yeah, so we lost 35 in total. It feels bigger. I don't know why, but it feels like we lost more. Maybe I've just like lost my touch or my mojo or some crap. Feels like more. Alright, so we're going to jump into it. I really want to just drop Ramfire on the board for memes, but I'm not going to do that. Honestly...
You can play Biggest Bird, it's fine.
Honestly, Biggest Bird? God, this is going to be a fun chat for sure. I'm hyped. And you guys can hear the game audio and everything okay as well. Mabsy 11's pretty good. Even I'm having trouble with 11 yesterday with these changes. So a few big things I'm going to focus on here is I definitely want to get Malura on the board. That thing is a monster. No one can deny it. Goliant, I really, really like. And Skoryax, I love. And Rake. These three are actually some of my favorite three at the moment. I don't know Malura too well, but I do enjoy it. I don't really like Blaze Knight all that much. I don't love Dual F. Adorius and Ramfire will probably slot into the team later on. But I'll probably... I've got a lot of tanks, I think. A decent amount of tanks. Not heaps of Empath, except I do have Adorius. Arcalion's actually pretty good, so I take that back. I don't know. I've been losing touch with Singe a little bit. I do prefer Seer. But definitely, these three here are some of my favorite Illuvials. So I'm gonna try and get them in as soon as I can. I'll start off simply, my damage, my tank, get into it. How's that sound, Zep?
Yeah. I think you have I think it's interesting because you really have different priorities than me on the Illuvials you value.
Yeah. What sort of Illuvials do you value then?
Like, my straight go-to at this point for the beginning, it was Ripelands, Fire Sword on the Ranger.
Oh, okay.
And then by wave 3, I think I even played Ripelands plus Ripterus, just because Scorpion is OP.
Yeah, no, look, I've never actually gotten all that much value out of them. I feel like the front line just dies so quickly. Although I've come a long way since I last used those two. I used them a lot when I first started, and I haven't used them a lot since. I definitely might try them out. I know Fighter is really good. I've never been able to pull it off, but I know it's good. In the past, I used Riptor and Riplance as tanks. I might see how we go with using them not as tanks, and see what it looks like.
Yeah,
also,
they're not tanks. They are damage dealers.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't mentioned in the patch notes, but have you noticed as well that Illuvials target rogues more?
Yeah, they target the rogues quicker,
yes,
making it way easier to catch the rogues on the backline. Because it was really messy before. You had to plan a lot of space to actually get the rogues to really go to the target you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that also came with another bug that I hope they will fix soon because it's a bit annoying. Now the new bug is just that sometimes rogues just stop attacking when their target either dies or slightly moves right after jumping. So yeah, I know some players that actually go heavy on rogues every time, and they've been complaining about it quite a lot.
Oh, okay, really interesting. Yeah, I feel like with the new way the rogues work, then something like Ripterus is going to be a really good rogue killer. I feel like the meta has shifted really fast in that way. I might just grab the Airshield because I'm pretty obsessed with the Airshield, not going to lie. And I might split these two up slightly so that I can make sure to catch the rogues. And I definitely want to eliminate Skoryax as fast as I can. So I might just do that. The 2-on-1 on Skoryax should be pretty easy. Yeah, Ripterus is doing really good work here. Oh, does Ripterus stun? No, it doesn't.
No.
No. That would have been... Alan would have
It
stunned.
does apply a poison though, which are the white numbers you can see over his target once he did his cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always loved poison because it increases their energy regen, doesn't it? When they're near a poisoned enemy.
And health regen. Like it increased the energy regen based on how many waters you have on the field,
Yeah.
and the health regen based on how many natures.
Okay. I'm just gonna chuck in Malura because I feel like, I mean, it gives me the 3 bulwark. It's just good.
Yeah, and it's Malura Day today, anyways.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
So Greedy Hamster is telling us that he didn't spend too much time using Riplands. He's actually harder to understand than a unit like Scoriox or Titanol, or Adorius per se. Even though Adorius you can have a lot of depth on how you use it. But Riplands is actually one of the ones I've put the much effort on it. And it's actually really, really great when you know exactly what he can hold or not. I definitely recommend anyone, especially with today's deck, to actually just put the effort to learn to play that Illuvial. It's actually great.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely think I will put a bit more emphasis on it today. This arrangement I've never really done before, but I felt like I had a field day with Skoryax going up the front for some reason. I feel like it just worked decently, being able to split his rogues. With the new way the rogues work, it became a lot easier. It was really interesting. I've never arranged my Illuvials like that before. I thought it worked okay. It didn't work as well as it could have. Rake can kick my ass, I'm telling you. How much did Rake do? It was Umbre and Rake
the only
together.
thing I didn't like about that play is because there was an Umbre.
Yeah.
And as you saw, it could have been... It was dangerous, right? Like your Skoryax almost died.
Yeah, I've been running to that problem a lot lately, actually. Underestimating Umbre is a big issue I have. You know what, though? I might actually hit the back. Yeah, I don't think I need to hit the front there. The problem here is I like to split up. See, they're 3, like, tanks / healers and stuff, but if you're not careful, they can actually do enough damage to ruin your day. So I'm going to try and split up their damage as much as I can. I split it 2 and 2 by the looks of it, hopefully. Which will just give my whole team that much more survivability, you know? That was surprising. That Alfie targeted Arlen instead of Furiox. I don't know if you saw that. That was really, really weird.
No, from Alfie's perspective, Alan was actually the furthest target.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, but that's because of the camera point of view. Sometimes you get trolled by that quite easily. I swear.
I like that. Yeah. I feel ya. Okay.
Because you see the arena like a square, but it's actually not a square.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's not a perfect square.
Which side's long in the back?
Yeah, it's not 2 times. It's not exactly 2 times, and that's what can make you sometimes misjudge the distances.
Yeah, I feel like I want to go with the same strategy here. Drag 2 and 2 if I can. Problem is Titanol is going to be really hard to break. I might actually go the other way around. And start them off on Cooker before I start them off on Cooker before they go for Adorius. With the rogues here, since they've shifted a bunch of this stuff around, and Mabsy, I'll discuss the update in a minute. I know you're looking for some more detailed answers. But with the rogues here, how would you put them in here? If I want them to both target Cooker, but waste as little time as possible and things like that, how would you line them up?
Actually, that's the idea about Takuka. Because with the new targeting from the rogues, they will just fight the Kuka, because Kuka will turn back to them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not much concerned about that. You can maybe just decide where do they go afterwards. Because depending on where you place your rogues, you can also decide where they go. What is their next target, which is also very important when playing rogues.
Do you want to talk to Mabsy a bit and explain some of the main changes that happened in that update? Take us through it in your expert opinion.
Yeah, so basically, to make long story short, we got finally the hyper as it was intended to, which kind of sucks for the people I coached like 2 days before the patch, because I've been telling them to ignore the affinities, because before it wasn't working, but now you have a 50x radius to activate your hyper based on affinities, and every single class has different bonuses according to their affinity. And there are actually quite some mad things, like tanks get to self-heal themselves, rogues get a silence every three auto attacks. The wall patch notes is pretty long, so I won't explain it all. Maybe we can send a link in the chat. But
wait, there's a link to it?
There's a link. I should have the link for the the Discord a post that Ben did about it.
Yeah, I've seen the Discord post.
Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna copy paste it. Copy message link. Can I post it? Yeah, I can. It doesn't
rogues.
appear as a link, but...
He says he knows the updates, but he's not too sure about rogues. So before, say I had a Titanol that was standing here, and 3 rogues jump back here. Titanol would pretty much hit the front of the thing before it even started trying to retarget. It would take so long, it probably wouldn't ever retarget, unless something started attacking it. It would just... It was like blindsided to rogues, but now they target way faster. As soon as the rogues teleport, everyone nearby makes another check, and they check to see if there's a rogue nearby to attack. It is way, way faster than before. Simply put, it makes it a lot easier to deal with rogues on a personal level. It also makes it more predictable for your own rogues on who it's going to be attacking and so on and so forth. Yeah, this wave's looking really tricky. Given the affinities, I don't like Singe in front of Titanol, I don't think. I might actually give Arlen the rogues for now, and make sure that I eliminate Dual F really fast. So, Mabsy, when you're watching it now, he won land for 0.3 ETH. Nah, probably not. I think you're looking at closer to like a... Oh, I don't know if it'll go below 1 ETH, to be honest. I think you're going to have to get pretty lucky. Okay, so continuing back on this. So, oh shit, I just realized I can target Dual F with Furia. Yeah, I think I should. Zeptyle's probably like, what is this guy doing? Alright, I might just drag Titanol back then, and make sure Malura targets Arlen for sure. Yeah, I quite like it this way around. So what will happen, Mabsy, if you watch this, right? Yeah, it's not a good thing in the way that it makes the game necessarily better. It's just a different way of thinking about the strategy. But as far as making it way easier to play the game, especially if you're not used to this sort of game, it makes it way more user-friendly, that's for sure. It just changes the way the strategy works, and that's fine. You just have to get used to the new way it works now, and if this was always the intention, then that's great too. But yeah. Okay, but it definitely makes it way more user-friendly if you ask me. What do you think, Zep?
I think that's what intended since the beginning. But since it's just private beta 1, I think we all agree that what we got is already on another level from what we were expecting from a private beta 1.
Yeah.
And it's just normal to have to deal with bugs. Otherwise, just wait for the full game launch, you know. I want to mention something as well that I saw as a change that actually didn't appear in the patch notes.
Yeah.
Since the patch, I never got my island to stun more than 1 unit.
Oh. I think that was in the patch notes.
That was?
I think I remember seeing something like that. Something like it can't hit them across the map. Oh, maybe that's a different bit.
Yeah, it said you can hit across the map, but it didn't say that... Okay, yeah. This is the problem.
Damn it! 57 seconds.
No, it's
what did I do wrong, Zep?
There are 2 schools on how to approach a Titanol. There is a school I try to avoid it, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
The common one.
My bad.
You have the Zeptyle one. I kill it fast.
You can't kill that thing fast.
Yes, it is possible. Even though there is a Notorious in the team, whatever is on the team, there is possible to kill Titanol fast. There are actually quite a few tips to do it. One of them is the poison from Ripelands, which already gives an hint on why I love that unit so much. Another one is the Kuka line. When they cast, they make the unit more vulnerable, making they take more damage. So you can actually delete a Titanol pretty easily. It works very well against Seer as well. Seer can be very troublesome to deal with. And talking about Seer, the Seer line is very good against tanks as well, because their Omega actually deals damage based on the target's max HP.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is really interesting. This is something that I haven't gotten involved with heaps. There's always something new I'm missing. And that's specific Illuvial counters. And I think that's also coming into its own a bit more with the changes to Hyper. Things like Titanol kicks the ass of Singe, or Vermilia absolutely destroys Adorius.
Vermilia destroys anything. It's the best 1v1 unit.
No, I mean in terms of Hyper, but yeah.
Oh, in terms of Hyper, yeah, but the Hyper alone doesn't do everything.
Yeah,
that's what I mentioned in the at the beginning about like the way I'm playing the game right now is I just play it as I'm used to, like just play a board that has tanks, damage, support in a balanced way, and then I just slightly make my positioning in order to get the hypers I feel like I need. You don't need to activate all of your hypers, but hyper is kind of like a risk management. Actually, there are some units like Axon. Axon got with the hyper system now. It is a huge buff to Axon. Axon now is able to take some hits.
Greedy Hamster was asking about your thoughts on Axon, so I'd love to hear more on that.
Yeah, Axon now is a pure beast. It's still not a main tank. You still don't want 3 to 4 targets to go on him. But he actually can take some hits right from the start, which wasn't the case before. As long as you manage to get his hyper pretty fast.
Yeah, definitely.
So I said to ignore the hyper, but I wasn't expecting Skoryax to actually just go Tsunami against Tempest.
No, I would never. I just did it then, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so you're talking me through this one. Let's jump into it. I just did the first wave to get out of the way.
Yeah, no problems.
What are you looking at here?
So, honestly, right there, I don't look at anything. At these kind of waves, I'm in autopilot mode. I just play 2 Scorpions to kill stuff as quick as possible. That's just my thought process.
I have done that
before wave 7, 8, I don't even think. Basically, I just press buttons.
Well, based on the deck, there's got to be some sort of structure we're looking at here.
Yes. When you look at the deck, you did point out some of the units you want for late game. I think some of the units need to come faster, like Adorius. I think you want it by wave 10, 11 even or
Wow.
so.
Not leaving much
Because
points
the
for
Dorius,
myself.
yeah, because the Dorius also got a big improvement there with the new hyper system.
Oh, okay, right. What do empaths and stuff get? What do they get from hyper? Forget.
It's kind of an aura that heals them over time.
Okay. Crazy.
And it's pretty interesting, but that's not the thing. It's more because healing units that have hyper actually has even more value. So imagine your Axodon, the actual Axodon that does really crazy stuff. If he also gets healed by an Adorius, it also just becomes almost better than the Titanol. And that's pretty crazy. Like, the more your Axon casts, the bigger it gets, and it just scales infinitely. So if you can make him survive, it just goes nuts.
For sure.
So that's one of the points.
What sort of Arlen should I be looking at getting?
What stuff for Allen?
Yeah, for Arlen, yeah.
I mean, Airshield is totally fine. It's the safe option. I tend to play Fire Sword when I'm rushing levels, the early levels.
Yeah.
It also that way it kind of forces me to don't autopilot too much and actually still think a little bit, because it's more risky playing without tanks.
Okay.
But as a top three items for Allen, I tell everyone there's basically 3 items to consider. Is Airshield, the very best, the safe option. It's never gonna be wrong to take Airshield. Maybe you miss some slight optimization, but it's never gonna be wrong to take Airshield.
Do you reckon I should take Airshield if we're talking about it now? Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon take Airshield?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So, what am I looking at? I could grab Rip Lance. I don't love Vermilia right now. What do you think?
I think it's useless. Like, the purpose of a rogue is to bypass the tanks, but it's totally useless when there are no tanks and yet your unit, your whole board is attacking the damage dealers straight away. So I think you can play double Scorpion here.
Alright, let's do it. I've also got Tatopy in the back. What do you reckon? I've grown to like Tatopy a lot more lately.
So basically here, I would have split my damage, but also the opposing damage this way. And just not having the whole team targeting one single unit.
Yeah.
So I would have put some at least one Scorpion on the left going directly towards the Alfie.
Yep. Okay. How am I playing this way? I reckon I would be placing Axon and trying to get my Scorpions to target Umbre. Whoops.
Basically, you've just put stage 2 Scorpion against stage 2 Umbre, stage 3 Scorpion against the other one, and then you split your team on 2 sides. A Ranger can go on Alfie, Titanol to Axon, and you can remove Tatopy to play something better.
Titanol to Axon. Wait, what?
I meant Axon for against Axon.
Okay. And remove
just
Tatopy.
Leave it there.
Oof. What do you reckon's the replacement? Scarabok?
I think this is a wave I kinda like the Kukurov. And I would send Kukurov to the Axon because it's gonna get hyper.
Oh, that's an interesting strategy. Alright. I'll bite. Let's do it.
But it can go front, yeah, there. You're also giving air to your ranger this way, so it makes it dope. And now just look at these scorpions. They are so mad.
Kukurov lost. Freaking Umbra killed it.
It's totally fine. You have the scorpions. Look
You
at
got
these scorpions.
freaking wrecked. What's slight zoom? I don't know what it's referring to. Okay, which one's the time? 5 o'clock. Okay. Alright. Do you reckon we have to ditch Kukurov now or no? I feel like getting
definitely. It was a one-turn play just because you had exactly 55.
I feel like getting in Furiox for the third fighter is good.
It is important for Rip Terrace, but actually on the right plants it doesn't make much a difference.
Okay. Oh yeah. Is it the way
because
these things
of the
work?
composite.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna explain this quickly because I feel like there's still a lot of people within the community that don't get it. Basically what's happening, and we can definitely see it with both our Ranger versus Axon or Rip Terrace versus Ripter, is that when you have a composite, you're not getting the bonus from the primary anymore. So that means that none of the neither Axon or Ripter or Rip Terrace, none of them is actually getting the 3 water. They are getting better because of 3 water, because they have 3 water, but if they would have 4, they would be even better, and it wouldn't be that much of a deal if it was only 2.
Yeah.
Because you would still get something. You don't need to hit the thresholds for the composites.
Yeah.
Like that 3 energy regen you're hovering on for water, that's something that none of them actually gets. They benefit from water in their own way.
So what I do have a question here though. So with Tsunami it says water 1 energy regen. That's 1 energy regen per water alluvial, right?
Yes.
So for Berserker it says fighter 30% bonus damage. Does that mean every fighter, well not including Ripterus in this case, every fighter is giving them 30% bonus damage? So if you had 6, that's like 180%.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's
that's
decent.
180% bonus damage only on their 5th attack. Actually, there's a miswording. They say every 4 attacks, but it's actually after the 4th attack.
And they heal too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they heal for 100% of the damage dealt, so that's pretty huge.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of trouble this wave. So do you want to talk me through how you might go about this one?
Okay. I would play Singe.
Singe. Okay.
Yeah.
How would you arrange it?
So basically, the way I would approach this, I would sell Axon as well, because Axon, it just got to that weird spot where if you can activate his hyper, he's amazing, and if you don't, he just is what we always got used to, which means kind of underperforming. So I would sell the Axon to put a Goliath, which is way safer on the board.
Oh, okay. So sell him. Yeah. Love Goliath. Yep, go on.
Then I would be like, okay, my Scorpions making the hole is cool, but I want them to start attacking on the right side, because that's the weak side for my opponent.
Yeah.
So my Scorpions would go to the right. I would put the Singe going left, but really far left, top left corner.
Yep.
Just because this way I can get him to go attack directly on the Arcos, and by there he has actually a very good hyper gain on both Arceus and Adorius.
Okay.
Alan has to be taking the damage from those two, yeah? And in order to ensure that Riptor doesn't go mess around with the small Scarabog, I would put it on the right as well. Yeah, and then I think you're settled, and this should win pretty safely. Honestly, I expect this one to be very clean.
All right.
Let's see how it goes.
Hope you guys all learned something from that one. That was really detailed. So again, another big thanks to Zeptyle for jumping on the stream. Of course, his Twitter is actually in the description down below. I'm pretty sure. So go chuck him a follow if you want. He tweets some pretty cool stuff, some pretty cool insights. And he'll keep you guys up to date. I usually keep you guys up to date more on the investing side of things than the gameplay side of things. So definitely good to follow as many of us creators as you can.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and honestly, thank you for doing the financial side as well, because that's stuff I don't want to mess up with, you know? I think it's good that everyone has its own skills and specifications, you know?
Yep. Alright, the Titanol.
Okay, so now the Titanol strat. Okay? So how we beat these? We kill the Titanol. How we kill the Titanol? First thing, you're going to sell one of the Scorpions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And put in Bukaraf.
No, and you're playing Axon.
Okay, sell a small Scorpion, I'll throw an Axon. Yep.
Okay. Axon can take the damage from the Titanol.
Yep.
Like you put... No, but you want your Axon to be like far right. You don't want the Dorius to be attacking him as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I think that Singe is not necessary for this round.
Okay.
Which would lead me to play... Just making the math. You can actually play either Kukuraf plus Tetopi, which is actually what I think I did. But I think Kukuraf makes too much time to cast, so you can, for a safer move, you can just play the Skoryax, and I know you like it, so...
Yeah! Skoryax live.
Okay. Now about the positioning. You want your Goliath to be far left.
Yep.
Two reasons for that. The first one is you want to get the hyper from that magma.
Yep.
The second reason for that is because you want to control where the opposing Titanol is going to cast.
Yeah.
Then you can put Alan just in front of the... Actually, I would line it with the Adorius. Just making sure that it gets as much aggro as I can.
Yeah, for sure.
Scorpion can be slightly to the left. Like, the further away you put your Scorpion from the target you want him to attack, the more DPS you lose over a fight, because it's the time he takes moving.
Yeah. I might actually chuck Skoryax back, because Titanol gets
No, but you want it actually still a bit further, because you really want to make sure that the Titanol doesn't mess around in that direction. I mean further, meaning closer from the Titanol. It's okay, that Titanol is gonna get so much damage on his face that even though it gets hyper, it's not gonna live too long.
I've seen the Bulwark hyper, it's freaking bollocks, it's insane.
Yes,
Absolutely
but you will get
insane.
the same bonus on your Axon, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And
Okay,
the poison is just like when you know when you are badly poisoned on Pokemon and the damage increases over time.
Yes.
The actual poison is exactly the same. You will see that the first numbers will start increasing over time. So
Yeah.
the more time and the more dots you put on that Titan or the more it will just be shred, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I lost a Pokemon battle recently because a Pokemon got a move I didn't even know it got. Freaking Toxtricity used Shift Gear, and then Drain punched my Blissey to death.
Yeah.
Classic. I can't remember how to move Mozart, but that's okay. Alright, so are we ready to go then?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Titanol isn't building up Piper at all, which is good. It must be out of range. If anyone wants to know how big 50 hexes is, it's there. I actually want to create a little chart to put online to help you with like a cheat sheet on sizes and stuff.
Basically the idea is if you can imagine yourself every unit as a Ramfire and predict what is the range of a Ramfire Omega. Basically the 50x radius is a Ramfire Omega.
Really? Oh, and it's a...
Yes.
No, wait. So it's a radius though. So
yeah,
it's 1/2 of a Ramfire Omega, kinda.
No, because Ramfire, if you go and read his Omega, it's a 50 hex radius as well.
Okay. Okay.
It's just
cool.
exactly the same number.
It's exactly the same AOE. So it's probably like there. Decent. That's
yeah.
not that big. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright.
And to tell you why the opposing Titanol wasn't getting hyper, it's just because on his hyper, it was counting as well the Tsunami, which is a -8.
Yeah.
So whatever your Skoryax was, it was not enough to counter the poison and the Tsunami.
Interesting. So it gets the decrease as well.
Yes.
Some part of me thought it was just increasing, and the decrease only counts. Anyways, that's really good to know. So that's definitely really useful, guys. So they do get the reduced hyper, so they need to be in front of effectively a net positive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the Skoriox I feel like we got to kill off the bat, right?
Yes.
I feel like Axon gets good hyper from Goliath as long as I can drag Arcalion away.
Yes.
And then maybe Riplance can go and kill Scoriox for me.
Yes. That's fine so far.
What do you think next to this? I could chuck in Elfie. I don't know.
I wouldn't. I would honestly play the Scarabog here.
Yep.
Because I'm afraid of the Vermilion, and I want something to welcome that Vermilion.
Ah, right. Alright.
Like, because the Skoriox is gonna die fast, I identify then what is the biggest threat after Skoriox, and I see it's the Vermilion, and I have no actual plan for that Vermilion. Yep. So I wanted to stay away from the rest of the team as long as I can, so it buys time for the rest of the team to come and kill it.
Definitely. Alright. That Singe placement was fire. No pun intended, right? Okay. Let's do it then. This look alright?
Yeah. Let's go.
Was this the wave I died on last time or the wave after?
I think that's the one you lost on, yeah.
You got hyper really fast. I think I lost on a bunch of Titanol Omegas last time. That must be the wave after.
Maybe. So here we got a super clean wave clear.
Reclance does not die. And monsters.
No.
Yeah, it was this wave I lost on.
Okay. So that's the one I told you that you have two different approaches you can take. Basically, let's just reproduce the plan I told you.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do this.
I remember, I think.
Alan goes behind.
Oh, behind here.
Yes, it welcomes the Vermilion. Actually, what I like to do is put 1v1 what I want to the rogue. It also takes more time for the rogue that way to come mess up with my team.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what do you reckon about this?
And actually, just if you put your Axon a bit more to the left, you can actually get a better hyper for him. Better hyper build.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you reckon of this?
Fine, easy peasy.
All right, let's do it.
You're drawing a nice line for the dual left though.
I love it. Gotta help out that
which
dual
kind
left,
of concerns me.
Axon's taking a long time. I think because Vermilion is in range.
Could be, yeah, because
he got it way faster last
actually charged super fast, yeah.
Hey, Dualev hit Scarabok. Joke's on you. This thing looks sick.
Look at how clean this was.
You know what though? Out of all the designs, I do actually quite like Axon.
Do you? I think it's weird. Not in a bad way, but it's hard to me to get feelings to it. While when I first saw Riplans, I was like, oh, this is huge. I really love Riplans. I really love Sia. Titanol is obviously my fav. And yeah, I just think it's different.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just have a weird feeling about it. I don't dislike it, but I just don't like it either.
Alright. This wave looks pretty tricky.
Yes, it is. So
I feel like this combo works okay.
I would agree, yes.
Like this combo works okay. Take out Ripland straight away. Problem is Blaze Knight at the back eventually causes some hassle. But I don't know.
Actually, you can take out the Riplands pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then you want some of your units to actually turn back to the rogues.
Okay.
So there are actually two options. Either you play a Tetopi just because it gives you more damage and it will benefit from the Psion you will activate for himself.
And Earth.
For the Scarabok basically, because it doesn't make any sense. Like the tankiness on Tetopi, when you see that the HP stat on Tetopi, you definitely see that it's not useful.
Yeah.
So basically, either Tetopi or you can go Alfie, which would benefit from both Psion and Water, which actually Alfie gets better for it. Better benefit from it. And Alfie actually casts pretty fast. I'm a bit concerned about your Riplans going straight to the opposing Ramfire here.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep them back so they target Ramfire second. I don't know.
And I would actually consider in this case, maybe I would sell the Scarabok and make my Riplans fight the Ramfire, because I just know it wins.
Oh, you do? Yeah. No, I found I've started to learn who beats who and stuff like that.
Opening to myself the option of maybe a Dualef, maybe an Adorius, whatsoever, honestly.
I like Adorius better. I don't love Dualef.
Okay, big deal. Let's go. Actually, Dualef is also a unit you need to learn to play around it. Because depending on where you place yourself, you can actually force the opposing units to draw a perfect line for your Dualef beam. And if you do so, it's just GG. Like, it does a ton of damage.
I don't know. I feel like it doesn't do as much damage as I want it to. That's all. Alright, so what do you reckon about this?
Yeah. I think it's fine. I'm just worried about that Axon dying maybe too quickly.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I think he'll be okay.
I mean, Blaze Knight still does a chunk of damage.
Yeah, Blaze Knight I feel like doesn't do very much with its Omega, but it's got a lot of natural damage.
Yeah.
You're right, Ripland's booked
That's
it.
due to Templar.
Ripland's no mercy. Jeez.
It's a win. It's a win.
You see that?
The 1 HP heal?
Yeah. I was like, no way. Surely not. Nice. GG easy. Ahoy Illumination and Alex. Yeah, we're all having fun here. Good chat so far, I love it. Quite a few viewers.
Okay. This wave is very, very interesting. You can actually take a lot of benefits from a good positioning.
Honestly, I got no idea
Now,
what to do here.
Tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts are take out Adorius off the bat. The problem I'm looking at is C4S is going to pose some serious threat here. I would absolutely love to get a rogue inside the team right now. But he also has so many units that I feel like having a few tanks is useful. Although, it's hard. I think if I can take out Adorius quick enough, none of this really matters all that much. I think I could chuck Arlen at the back to deal with Vermilier. I think I don't want to put Goliath right next to Adorius. Oh, maybe I do. See, I don't know how to organize this bit in the middle here. I feel like Riplance can take out Adorius pretty quickly. But there's a lot going on, right? Oh, crap. The other option is I can actually use Adorius as a frontline sync. Which I've never really tried before, but that might be a really viable option.
You can send it far left, actually. And use Axon against Bloom.
Bloom?
Lolura.
Lolura? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you put the Axon fighting the Lolura.
Yeah, yeah.
On left.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the delay because I went to the YouTube stream. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. All good.
And here, you just have a slight problem. Is you're losing a lot of time for your Riplins. So what I do in this wave, basically, is I put my Adorius slightly more on the right. Really slightly. I align it, basically I align it with the other Rado.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Then my Goliath is more on the right side a little bit. Like that. And Riplant is going straight for Adorius.
Yep.
Like, it's okay if he takes a little bit of damage. He can survive it.
You just love that Riplance, don't you? Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that's definitely the MVP today, honestly. And Alan, I would like it like far right corner, just because I want to drive Vermilia away from my team as much as possible.
Okay.
You can do almost the same with the Axon, actually.
Yeah. I see that. What do you reckon?
I think honestly this actually wins.
I thought you were going to say but something else. No? This wins? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, let's do it. If C4S targets Adorius, I'm in a bit of trouble. All good. They're all targeting Goliath, which is really good. Oh, they actually managed to get a Mega Roll. I can't believe it.
Yeah, but it's just one. It's fine.
I stunned a Dorido mid cast.
This is looking bad. This is looking bad.
It is looking bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Zeptyle. I like that new animation they've added at the end. Not many people have picked up on that one yet.
Them dying instead of just disappearing. Yeah. Basically, the mistake we got here was we lacked of damage to take out the Adorius. The fact that he got just just that one cast actually slowed us quite quite a bit.
Yeah, we lost from that alone pretty much.
And the stuff I was considering, I think we should have done it, is that Skoryax, it's not supposed to be on the field, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that Skoryax is supposed to be a familiar, just to go kill the C4s after one cast. Like, basically the C4s would have one cast, but not two.
Yeah, definitely. What about Melora? Have you used Melora in this deck?
I didn't play Melora just because I'm not a big rogue player. I play them when I feel I need them, but it's not my go-to strategy. I'm way more of a fighter guy.
Yeah. I do want to learn fighters more. I haven't involved with them too much. Viewers have steadily grown. I don't know where they've come from, but they've steadily grown, which is nice.
I
think
made
a lot of people are learning
right
something.
before going.
I think a lot of people are really learning something new, which is really nice.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
you saw my tweet and you retweeted. Oh no, you made your own. Okay.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
And Mapsy did some advertising. Thank you, man.
Ah, awesome. Thanks, man. This is gonna have to be the last one though. I'm starting to get pretty tired.
Yeah,
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's awkward because for you it's a long day and I'm literally chatting with you before going to work. So
it's all good.
Time zones.
Yeah. This is the time zones have been really interesting. In the Illuvium community, because I'm in a lot of communities and have been before I even joined crypto. And I'm used to being the only Australian and stuff like that. But the Illuvium community is so different. It's such an even split. And we have a lot of people that aren't just America, people like you, like in I don't know if you're in France at the moment, but in Europe and stuff like that.
Yes. That's something we get to see pretty often, is people making shortcuts with Europe, you know, just because Australia and the US are so big that they feel like if you live near France, it's kind of like France.
Whereabouts do you live again?
In Switzerland.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. A neutral country.
Yes. That's why I decided to be neutral as well.
Fair enough. I feel like I should have put more thought into that way than I did. Okay.
Yes, but because there is no tank or support, it will go well whatsoever just because you have a Scorpion.
Right. Just start calling you Riplands instead of Zeptyle. Change your whole name.
Actually, the actual meme we have with the friends like Vetemor, Probe, etc.
Yeah.
Is I like being called the toxic Riplands.
Right.
Just because I think it's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Like I think it's TSG who is Sweet Riplands, and I've been trying to even buy his account. He doesn't want to.
You can't. I don't think the NDA covers that. Don't go around switching accounts, guys, in the chat.
Zeptyle from the prettiest region of Switzerland. Wait, how do you know where I am from? I got hacked. Someone seems to know where I live.
Well, now they do. You just gave it away. What if they were baiting you in?
No, like they just said from the prettiest region of Switzerland, so it makes me assume first that Loi actually knows Switzerland. Oh, okay, Bongloy. Oh yeah, nice to see you here, man. Yeah. That's because he's Swiss too. Okay.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always making the first comment on my videos. It's really funny. I always
Seriously?
laugh. No, it's really funny. Him and Loy and there's one other person. Oh, somehow I've forgotten who it is. They've started competing with each other. It's really funny. And they're like, Loy would come in. He'll be like, I can't remember the other person's name. Let's call them like X or whatever. He'll be like, oh, X, I got in first this time. And then X will come in and be like, Loy, I got in first. Yeah, John. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, John and Loy, they keep competing. It's really funny. But he gets in quick, like 5 seconds after it posts. To be fair, I am on a schedule. So it wouldn't be that hard to snipe it, but crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And honestly, Bonglo, I keep supporting this man because he does great content. And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you remember this wave?
I can't remember what we did, to be honest.
We had Goliath instead of Scarab.
Yeah.
And we had... Yeah. Oh, because you took another path, we can't play exactly what we had.
That's okay. This should work.
Because now we can't play the Skoryax.
No, I don't need the Fury. We don't need the Fury. Other people did the same
thing.
No,
double Scorpion. Double Scorpion is all you need. You're
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Double Scorpion. Don't chuck it a bit more forward. Yeah, no, that's right. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as Arlen takes those three, it doesn't really matter. I can pretty much win this really easily.
Yes. You're fine there.
That poison damage, looking at the white numbers, it's pretty decent, hey?
Yes. Look, now you got one. You got two. See how they go, like, it's actually every second you get some damage out, even without auto-attacking. It's not something to overlook on, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Illumination SWAT team coming to your place right now? Yeah, I'd better get dressed then.
Alright, I don't even know what we did on this. Did we take out the Skoriox? Okay. Get the Skoriox in there. Back. That's fine.
Premature Axon was not there.
Isn't that alright? Oh, but the light there.
Yeah. And we played an extra Scarabulk instead of that to be here.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes, I think that's important. I think we should do that. Okay. Yeah, that works better. Cool, that was what I was missing. Yeah, fast I can kill a Scoriox. Although this hurts my soul, obviously.
How fast can we kill you? Actually 10 seconds. That's all you're worth.
Because they had to cast. Oof. Like, they're like, both Scorpions are on full health.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think they actually got aggro.
And look at how much damage they got. They received.
Does it show? Damage received.
Yes.
They didn't receive really anything.
Yeah.
I didn't
because
think they did.
They had a gland doing the job.
Yes. Yeah. Like putting in the work. Yeah, definitely gonna go this way. I don't think we did it this way last time, but I have full faith in this right here. 100%. I reckon this is gonna work really well. Except for the...
I guess so. I think the
Titanol.
Repterus goes to the right though. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame, but I think it's alright.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna cast. Damn it! Oh, they killed it mid-cast
Yes.
though. That's not too bad.
I'm not even sure that actually Repterus would have solved that problem. Just because when you deal damage, you also charge the energy. So
Yeah, definitely. Canopy. Woof! Top dog.
Yeah, Tetopy, even without Science, is actually no joke.
Oh yeah. If it can cast enough times, it does a good job. Alright. I don't know what I'm after here. I feel like I can split. Do you think Vermilion does anything here?
Honestly, no. Because he won't be able to take a Blaze Knight. A Blaze Knight will still heal 2 to 3 times before you kill it.
Yeah.
So I really don't think that's a play. I think I would more go towards Alfie, honestly.
I agree.
But more behind. That way you also control where the Blaze Knight goes. So your Alfie needs to go behind, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I like that.
See, what I'm wondering here is if I can put Blaze Knight on one and Seer on the other, but I don't think I can.
I got that happening randomly, but I didn't get to reproduce it.
I'm curious. I mean, I'm willing to see what happens. Alright, let's do it this way. I like this. Current issue is these two enough to take out with Lance?
Yes, yes.
Alright, let's do it then.
Because your Alfie will attack it as well.
I don't know.
It will.
Oh, it did. It's got a much bigger range than I remembered.
It's 60.
It casts quick though, for sure.
Yeah, with water you get some crazy casts for sure. Boom. Oh, that's Malura dodging.
Hmm.
That's Bright Powder Malura.
Yeah, Bright Powder Malura coming out of nowhere. Absolutely.
Sorry guys, Pokemon memes.
Okay. Alright. Now's the dust. I think this is the one we lost on. Yeah, it's got the Adorus in front. Yeah, we lost on this one. So, I think I sell Alfie here, and that gets me either Malura or Vermilion, whichever one I want. What do you reckon?
I like more Vermilion, because it actually deletes what it jumps on.
Yeah.
So I think it goes over the Alfie, honestly. And you can then play back Tatoopi again. Scorpion is not a 1v1 Vermilion, though.
No?
No. That's literally the only unit you never send your Scorpion to.
Alright.
Because it's the only unit that wins the 1v1.
Okay. The only issue I have now is there's a lot of units targeting Goliath.
And that's totally fine.
I think, yeah, I agree. I think it'll be okay. Alright.
It's his job to take damage. I'm really unsure about this. The use of this Axon here.
What are you thinking? Swap those two?
I mean, now that you've put Tatoopi, it's a bit too late. But I mean, even though, what do we think about Arcalion maybe getting some heal going?
Yeah, but it's this Lolura.
Yeah, not sure it's. Once again, I'm not afraid of the Lolura. I'm afraid of Vermilion, Blaze Knight, and Seaforest. Actually, Seaforest, Vermilion, and Blaze Knight in that order. So, yeah, let's go like this. I think you still have very decent ways to chances to win. I'm just worried about the Axon actually giving hyper too much. So,
yeah.
I think we can have Arcalion just slightly next to the team, but still taking the focus. Yeah, that's definitely the play. So
Can it fit the gap? Is it too fat to go through?
It is way too fat to go through it. That it is gonna go around quite a lot. Yeah, that's still too much. Like, it needs to have the full space to get through.
I think it has the full space. Alright.
Okay, there.
It fits. It fits. It's all good.
It fits.
Alright, let's do it. Yeah, having to focus on hyper a bit more is intense. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, they killed Adorius this time.
Yeah, because you had 2 Scorpions instead of Skoryax.
Yeah, but it got 2 Omegas off. Oh no, I think it got silenced, maybe.
At some point it got, yeah. Now you got to delete it. And now it's just GG.
Oof. But no.
See, without the second Scorpion helping you, you were losing the 1v1.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom. It's a win.
Boom. We did it, guys.
Double Scorpion, guys.
Double Scorpion. The GOAT. The good GOAT. Alright.
Okay, if you get to the leaderboards, can we agree that for one day, your profile pic on Discord and Twitter is the Ryplans?
Okay.
Okay?
Wait.
Perfect.
How far up the leaderboard?
Right now it's 16 or 17.
Yeah, but how far up the leaderboard do I have to go?
Just appearing in the leaderboard.
Nah. You gotta get me top 10.
Top 10, 17. Okay.
Alright? Okay, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this fight.
I mean, if you lose on purpose, it doesn't count,
No,
right?
obviously I'm not gonna lose on purpose. I'm gonna listen to exactly what you tell me, and we're gonna get through this. Alright. What are you thinking?
First thing I'm thinking is I don't want to send a rogue to this Adorius. It's gonna be a mess to actually kill it.
Yeah. Do I sell Vermilia?
Not yet. Maybe there's another solution we can work around to actually get to kill him. I was thinking maybe selling Rip Terrors and T2P, so we get the gold for Ramfire.
Okay. I like that. Let's do it. I'm hyped for a Ramfire.
Okay, now you have your 2 rogues jumping on Adorius, which is way better.
Yep. Agreed.
You can have the Goliath and Scarabog taking the damage there. And I would make the Ramfire, the Ryplans actually fight the Ramfire as usual.
Yep.
No, if you go that way, the Axon is actually gonna turn on your rogues. So you want the Scarabog to still be taking the damage up front, on left. Yeah.
Alright, the last concern of mine is probably this Umbra is going to do a lot of damage.
There is a world where that... like, why don't you put just the... Wait, thingy. Oh, actually, I think Arcalian's not needed anymore. We wanted the Axon instead, but too late. Because I'm actually afraid of that Arcalion giving hyper to the opposing Ramfire.
No, I think we'll be okay.
So I would put it to top left. I would put it top left instead of the Scarabog, and maybe have Scarabog helping the Goliath.
Okay.
Just so it keeps that team away.
Yeah.
That part of the team. Yeah, makes sense. Be careful, if you surround Seer, you're getting him more effectiveness on his hyper. So you want the Scarabog more left, so he goes directly towards the Blaze Knight.
No, but they don't build up his hyper.
No, I'm not talking about his hyper, about his Omega.
Ah, okay, right. Yep. Okay. Sure?
I think we're set. Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. From memory, Vermilion and Ramfire do a pretty good job on Adoria. So.
Yes, and Adorius charges Ramfire's Omega pretty fast as well, so...
You mean Hyper?
Yeah, yeah, Hyper.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Yeah, that's all good. Oh, Ramfire got off the Omega. That's unlucky.
Yeah, see, and he got his Hyper. But it's fine, because you have biggest bird.
I don't think it's gonna work out. What stunned him?
Behemoth from Seer.
What?
Yeah, the Behemoth trait.
Oh.
From Seer. Every 5th attack, it's empowered and makes you... we didn't make it. Sorry, guys.
That's unlucky. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, I think you're right. We had too many things we needed to swap out. I think holding on to Tatopy for too long actually was pretty detrimental in that wave. Axon was really important, but we had to actually choose Ramfire, Axon, and I don't think we could have won without killing Adorius anyways, to be completely honest.
Yeah, yeah, we needed to kill him. We needed the Axon because it would be getting crazy hyper over Seer.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyways, thanks heaps for the coaching session, Zeptyle. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys in the chat also learned something new. It was really informative. I learned so much. I did improve a bit, which is really awesome. I definitely take it even further, but today's waves were particularly hard, I think. I think the game has gotten harder, but sometimes you get waves that are a little bit easier too. But today's waves were particularly tough, if you ask me.
Yes, and we actually know as an info, like it's not a rumor, that the devs are actually tweaking on their own side to make the waves harder over time, just because it's not supposed to be wave 30 every day.
Yeah.
That's not the way they want it to be. So they are trying to make the game harder in a way that it's still playable and enjoyable to get to the highest waves, but without having 10 people doing the wave 30. And that's totally fine, I think, because wave 30 should be exceptional.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, well, I think we'll call it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Big thanks to Zeptyle for jumping on with me. Give me a hand. He's got to go to work now, unfortunately. So, I hope you have a good day, man.
Yes, thank you. Good night to you.
Yeah. Alright, see you, everyone.
Take care, everyone. See ya.
Alright, and I ended the stream.